Hello, this is Cody Carlson doing his intro video for EDL 856. Personally, I'm from Eudora, Kansas. I graduated in 2009, and then I went to Northwest Missouri State and graduated in 2013 with a physical education degree. I played football there and won 2 national championships, one in 2009 and one in 2013. Last summer I got engaged. There's my fiance down there. We have a corgi named Jax, and I enjoy all sports and then just going to live music, country, and rock for the most part. My teaching career, where I've been, this is my 5th year of teaching. I started in a Kansas City area at Independence, Missouri, where I was at Pioneer Ridge Middle School for 2 years. I started the middle school weightlifting program there and coached high school football, middle school girls basketball, middle school track. And then I took a job at Great Bend High School in 2016, where I still am now. I'm the ISS supervisor, which has been a completely different role, and it's been interesting. It's been fun. And I coach high school football, basketball, and track here as well. So getting to the module, what is important with regards to school community and relations? I think at the very basis of a administrator or building leader, it's very important to be present and be visible, but not only be present, visible, but you got to be active in your community, especially those small towns. It speaks a lot, I think, of the community's perception to you if they see you and your family at church, or you and your family going to the grocery store, just acting as normal people and just being visible and being out there and being socially approachable in that. I mean, you don't have to stop and have a 10-minute conversation with every person you see, but being able to wave and say hi and acknowledge your community, because they look up to you. They want to respect you, and they want that respect back. Another thing is to promote the positives, whether it's through social media or old school newspaper, or sending letters home, showcasing it through an open house or conferences or whatever. It's our job as the building leaders and administrators to promote the positives. That's one of the best ways to get the community behind you. Every school is doing a lot of great things. It's just some communities don't know what their schools are doing. Some do a great job in promoting the positives. So I think the way to get your community to back you is definitely to promote what you're doing great and show everybody. Also, be selective with your information. Too many times, people in leadership positions feel like they need a meet to meet, and you don't really get anything out of that meeting. You're just kind of wasting everybody's time with watered down information, or they send out multiple emails a week or daily. I feel like that just overcrowds the information, and there's no authenticity with that. If a parent gets 4 emails a week from their principal and there's really no information in there, do you really think that parent's going to continue to read those emails? So then that one time that something's important is in that email, they're not going to read it because it's been overpopulated for so long. So just being very selective in your information. And then I think all these boil down to trust. You are trying to get your community to trust you. Yes, because of your position and power and your title, you are going to get the benefit of the doubt that you're going to do what's best for kids. But now it's your job to get them to fully trust you and prove that you are trustworthy. I feel like you do that just by being true to your word, especially with your relations through businesses and the community. You say you're going to do something, you do it to the best of your ability and hold true to that. Also, I think being present and visible and active, that leads to trust. Promoting positives, that leads to trust. And being selective in that information, they all lead to trust. That's the main goal of this, is just to be trustworthy. And then how to improve my communication techniques. I look back at our district and I think we do a phenomenal job of communicating with our entire community. and just the relationship we have with our community. This is more of a lower grade level idea, or what we do at lower grade levels, but positive phone calls home. There's so often that just the negatives get brought up all the time. Parents are so used to just a phone call home being, what did my kid do wrong? But they try and find kids that have done an extremely well done job and go have them call home. So a positive phone call home. Now, for this to work, it has to be something special. It can't be every kid gets to make a phone call every day. That waters it down. So like we talked about earlier, being selective and just picking special situations to reward that kid. At the high school level, our business teachers started this last year, and it's a local business night dinner. So we're trying to create relationships with all of our local businesses. They all come in, and the selected juniors and seniors sit down, and it's basically the businesses go as a panel and just kind of answer questions and give presentations of what they're looking for skill-wise for their future employees. And then we take all that information back and look at what classes are we offering right now to prepare those skills. And if we don't have that, then we've created classes that have helped prepare those skills, so that, because most of our kids, either they leave and go to college or they stay here and they just start working. So if we're going to be successful, if we're going to get these kids to be successful, we have to create those skills and help them get these jobs. And then another thing we do at the high school, student-led conferences, rather than the parent-teacher conference where the teacher just talks and presents the information and it's just kind of a battle to get them there. Students are in charge of this conference, so it's basically they're presenting this PowerPoint to the teacher and to their parents. It's got all of their map data on it. It's got all of their grades. It's got positives that have happened throughout this 9 weeks, and it's been very powerful. We have 99% attendance on that, and it's been phenomenal of just the impact that it has on the parents and the students, of having them honor and just take ownership of that. And then, like what everybody's kind of been talking about through the videos, is there are so many parent communication apps out there. You can choose whatever one fits to you. There's Remind 101, there's Class Dojo, there's School Circle, there's a million different ones. But no matter, these are nice because the average blue collar parent isn't checking their email. Their email is the farthest thing away from what they're thinking about when they get home. But a text message can go pretty easily and be seen pretty quickly. So these, especially Remind 101, is what I have experience with. It just sends text messages. But the greatest thing is they don't have your phone number, so there's no personal privacy invasion there. They can still message you back, but it's through the app, and it just, being able to use those has helped create a communication, but it's still been able to provide your privacy. Here are my standards. This class seems to be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see where it leads and learn from all of you. Thank you.